Hello everyone and welcome to the Weekend Slice. I'm lucky enough to get a second chance at playing some Elder Scrolls Online, the beta, so I'm going to go ahead and show you some more gameplay. And we're hopefully going to continue from where we left off the last time. I haven't had a chance to check out any other content than what you saw in the previous video on this game. In the previous video, because I was sort of anxious to get into the game and start playing, I didn't take a look at the character creation options. So let's take a quick look at that and let's see if we can show you a bit about what's going on here. You have the classic sort of Elder Scrolls options. The races are pretty much all of the ones you know. Hey, apparently I can choose an Imperial, which was supposed to be, locked and available only to those who pre-ordered the special edition of the game or something like that. Yep, this is how the Imperial looks like with veteran gear. I have to say, I don't know whether they're changing things or they've changed things a lot during the development of the game, but I feel that overall we're looking at something that is a lot more, like Skyrim in appearance and less sort of cartoony like World of Warcraft or other MMOs that are going to come out pretty soon, and I think that's a good thing. I mean, you have all of the classical options. You can edit, body type, height, skin color, body markings, and as you can see, you've got like everything: torso, chest, gut size. Yeah, babe, making the guy a little bit fat. Yeah, pudgy. Oh, it's not pudgy. Come on, man. I want to make a guy with a huge beer belly, and I can't. I'm joking. Everything you should expect in an Elder Scrolls game is already here. You even get voice selections. I think this, I you don't really get to speak in Elder Scrolls. I think maybe this is just for the taunts and PvE or something like that. I mean, huge number of, hair options and skin options and body types and whatnot, and it's no surprise to me that they've had, they've already had this sort of complex system for a very long time, and this has been a definitive, definitory characteristic of the series, of all of the games in the series. So it's no surprise to me that this is present here, and it makes absolutely perfect sense that they would continue offering all of these options. Now, last time I wasn't really interested in doing all of these things because I know and I'm quite certain that people have been watching, other people's Let's Plays and videos, and people who are a bit more informed on the series and can provide a lot more details on all of these options here. The classes, and all I can do is just read what's written up on the screen because, like I said last time, I'm not a big MMO player. This is the most experience I've ever had with an MMO. I've always found them to be a bit in terms of gameplay. I'm not a huge Elder Scrolls fan. I've played Skyrim. I've played a little bit of Oblivion and some Morrowind, but that's about it. So I thought, there's no point in me talking about the character creation options. I mean, gotta hope. Heroic. Is that a heroic? What? That's heroic for this race? I don't. This guy seems like he's sucking in his cheeks. Well, that's a bit much. Maybe somewhere in the middle. A bit more towards. See? Now there you go. I think this looks pretty okay. Hair, I mean, that's not exactly hair, but yeah. See, I mean the whoa. uh, that's sort of like really weird looking French maid coming to clean your house in dust. Yeah, whatever. Uh, all of these options here are like I said, pretty much what you'd expect in an Elder Scrolls game. I think it's fantastic that they give you so much choice and so many options. I didn't, you know, bother with creating a character that's, you know, customized because I wanted to show you gameplay. I think at the moment this is a beta. The characters that you create in the beta don't carry over to anything else. Like they don't carry over to your, you know, fully released version of the game when you get to play that, because this is a beta. All of the servers are still, you know, being tested and set up and everything. So pretty much what you see is going to go away. Um, and I just wanted to, you know, quickly get into the gameplay because I think that's what matters the most. And to be honest, for being a sort of a default, you know, what the game had at that moment set up, this guy doesn't look bad at all in terms of the way his appearance came out. You know, lacking equipment and such, and probably I would have gone for some other choices of, you know, body type and face and things, but cool randomized selection. Anyway, I mean, you know, usually games who have this sort of, hey, let's play with whatever the game gives you in terms of character design, they don't really offer you much. Uh, mm, this is, you know, probably the best I've seen in terms of default settings looking acceptable to, in my opinion, this should be acceptable to a large number of people and shouldn't there shouldn't be anyone who looks at this and says, oh, that looks awful, in terms of a character that you would play in a role-playing game. I mean, it's not you, it's not the representation of you that you'd like to have in the game, but it's not bad. It doesn't look bad at all. So I'm going to select this character and jump into the gameplay. Now there's two things that I'd like to mention first. Apparently new servers have gone up for this beta, because when I tried to launch the game, it told me, hey, would you like to move your things, like your characters and whatnot, to a different server that we think is better for you in terms of experience and connection quality? And I said, sure. I mean, that makes sense, right? Took a while to get that going because some errors popped up. It's still a beta, it makes sense to have those kind of errors, but it was I don't know exactly if there's any issues from this point forward. I haven't tested anything out. The other thing that I have to say is that I've tried upping the graphics level. I was on high and now I'm on ultra high. Maybe, you know, it won't. I hope the game won't run bad, and I hope we'll be able to have smooth gameplay throughout, and you guys will be able to enjoy this on some nicer graphical settings. Because I know the channel doesn't have 1080p at the moment, and that's on me. I don't have any way of recording things at 1080p right now. Maybe in the future I will have that set up. And there's also black bars on the sides of the videos because of my own monitor not being a 16:9, so I don't have a 1080p monitor, and it's not 16:9 the one that I have. I have a 16:10, which means that I'm recording at a 16:10 resolution. Trying to go with a 16:9 resolution at this moment in time seems to, you know, cause problems with recording. So I'd rather not have problems, but I would love sometime in the future to have, you know, full screen 1080p, no black bars anywhere for you guys, and maybe it'll happen. So that's what I wanted to say. We're running at higher settings, and we're running at on a new server. So I hope those two things don't mess anything up from this point forward, because I haven't tested anything out. I haven't played anything more than what you saw in the last video about this game. Not because I didn't want to. but because the beta, when I got into it and I was able to record it, and it made sense to put the video up online. I have to say I was sort of misinformed or didn't pay attention, and the beta was over by the time I had finished recording, essentially, so I couldn't, you know, record anything more or play. We seem to be in exactly the same place, which is perfect because you can see exactly what's going to happen, sort of in an episodic nature, which is the point of this series of videos. Yep, the graphics look better on ultra high. Actually, they look pretty damn good. I just have to change one thing because apparently, nope. Settings. Does it have any options for? Double tap speed. There's no options apparently for. Taking this down to like 80 something. Okay. There's no options for mouse sensitivity, and right now, although I have a mouse with a high DPI setting, it doesn't give me that option, or I can't find it. Maybe I'm an idiot. It's also early in the morning, which you can probably tell by the quality of my voice, and yep, doesn't seem to be any sort of such controls. Maybe here. I haven't scrolled all the way down. Nope. Key bindings, camera, first person, rotation speed. Because I played last time in third person. Should I try? Yeah, maybe let's go for a bit of first person. Just leaving that as it was. I'm going this with 60. Okay. Oh yeah, much better. Much better. Smoother response. I do feel, however, that the FOV in first person is kind of narrow. I mean, I'm playing on a PC. Maybe on a console this makes sense because you're standing quite far away from the display, but here, no. And the controls, I mean, it's very floaty. To be honest with you, in first person this game doesn't feel all that great. In Skyrim you had a bit of a sensation that you were controlling a physical person, something that had weight. In this, I'm controlling a camera. It's very, I mean, the sensation that I have is that unless the game had this setting for me to not be able to pass over these barrels, the sensation is that I'm just controlling a floating camera that could just, I could take this everywhere. Sort of like if you had no clip in any other game, sort of that setting. Let's go back to third person because this gives me a visual representation of the person that I'm playing, of the character. I honestly think I don't have anything against first person or third person. I think they're both great choices. I have something against poorly done first person where the FOV is too narrow and the camera setup is a bit wonky, and I think this is still a bit wonky. Maybe in future updates they'll improve it, but here it just, I mean, look at this. When it's in third person, you have the guy running on screen to give you like, an idea of where you are versus the objects in the room and how you're moving around. It's very hard to explain, but you get a physicality out of this movement for the character. You get a feeling of where he is in this area and how he responds to the other objects. In first person, not so much. Like I said, it really does feel like I'm controlling a camera and not a character. Yeah. Also, I like the mohawk and I want to see his face, so we're gonna keep this in third person for now, and maybe later on when we get into some combat I'll try first person. It already feels floaty enough and sort of I don't want to say it's bad, but it's not as good as single-player Elder Scrolls games from the past. Or maybe, you know, I have a wrong impression of the combat in Skyrim, for example, but I thought it was better than this. It felt like your actions connected with an enemy a lot more than it seems to be the case here. And there's another thing. So in those games, the combat felt, you know, okay, but it wasn't perfect. And this feels even a bit worse than that, because it seems like your character's actions don't really. You're basically having a high level control over a series of numbers in the background of the combat, and that's why I think. I mean, that's all combat in all games, but here it feels floaty. It feels mechanical. It doesn't feel sort of well smoothed out yet. Like I said, they still have time to fix things. That's really cool. Can I zoom into hello there? Yes, yes. That's really cool that they added that. I mean, but I think this cat is pretty much useless. I'll show you why. There were rats here just a moment ago. Look. And he's eating the pillow. Look at that. There's a rat here. And there's a cat over there that's not doing anything to... Okay. I'm stopping that. Just having a bit of fun. Unlike Skyrim, one thing you'll notice really from the beginning, I can't move anything. In Skyrim, I could just pick up absolutely anything and everything. You remember the famous bug of being able to take a bucket and put it on an NPC's head? Yeah, that was freedom. Here, I'm very much limited. I'm not able to... I'm moving around as much as I am because I'm looking for things that allow me to, you know... I mean, I could sit down on this in Skyrim. I can here. I could read these books in Skyrim. I can here. I could pick up that bottle even if it was useless in Skyrim. I can do that here. I'm very limited. It makes sense because this is an MMO and the content of the game is... I mean, I don't know whether in this exact location, but in other locations, other players would be there at the same time and making every single object accessible to be moved by every single player on the face of the planet that's playing with you in that space at that time. Yeah, that's not gonna happen for a very long time in games, guys, so don't complain about that.
Hungry?
Dude, I appeared out of nowhere on your ship. Hungry? Your question should be like, who the hell are you and how did you get on my ship? Oh, I can buy things. That's why he's not throwing me out, because he wants my money. So I don't know how food works in this. Is it a resource like in Skyrim? But I don't remember if is it, you know, is it mandatory for me to eat because I'm starving, or is it a source of, you know, health, like replenishing my health? See, now these I can take, which is interesting. I can take that one too and take that one. Okay. Can I take the bow? No, no, come on, man, that looked awesome. And look at this equipment. I've got this dingy. Look at the sword that I'm carrying. It's... I don't want to, you know, take... I don't know if taking the sword out here is a sort of an aggressive action against the NPCs, and I don't want to ruin the game. These look much better than what I have, and I want them. And I can't have them, apparently. There's... What? That's it? I can't do anything else in here. I can practice with the bow, apparently, but I don't have a bow. And here's a door. Let's go out into the open world. No, that was a loading time, and it was really quick. And we're not seeing a performance hit on my computer. I have a decent computer. The video card is pretty old. The rest of it should be fine for gaming. And I was worried. Hey, guy, Steve Cobra. That's a what? Steve Cobra. In the city of Strossenkai, there was one man hunting down criminals and protecting the law. Protecting the law? Well, no. Steve Cobra. Well, this is funny because, you know, it feels Skyrim-like, and there's people running around in my Skyrim. That's the sensation that I have. Gilzer. Anything to say, my friend? I don't want to leave, so... It depends on where you need to go. This is a working ship. We don't traverse all of Tamriel seas. What do you recommend? Daggerfall. Okay, no, man. I'm gonna just explore around for a bit. So this is the Spearhead. I think that's the name of the boat. The ship. Who are you, dude? What's your name? Come on, don't run away. I want to be your friend. Cool armor. I don't have the ability to pick it up. Crates. Let me search some crates. Capon meat. I, for a second, thought that read crap on meat, and I was like, what? Not bad looking. I like it. To be honest with you guys, last time in the video I was trying to make a point about the pricing for this game. Well, Bethesda have come out with an official statement saying we're charging people as much as we are for the game, you know, $60 for the game and $15 per month from there on, because we're going to be offering a lot of content on a continuous basis. So if they're bringing out, you know, new quests and items and the locations and such all the time within that money, I think that's an amazing, you know, proposition for people who play MMOs. Gothor here is looking at his map. He's a bit confused. This is before GPS was invented, so you know people had to read maps. Difficult. So you know if they bring out a lot of content for you within that price, you know, and if you're a big MMO player and you have the ability to spend time playing this game and put in those tens and thousands and hundreds and millions of hours into the game to develop your characters and enjoy, you know, what the game has to offer, I think that sounds nice if they're, you know, if they're going to keep their promise. So far, hey, look at this. This is an MMO, an advanced, you know, server technology-driven game where lots of hundreds of players from across the world could be in this very spot at the same time. And I still have jumping and Thief, a game that runs on consoles and is single player, doesn't have one. A jump button, I mean. Or you don't get a jump everywhere. It makes no sense. So yeah, the pricing, it's up to you if you feel like this is worth it. But to me, with the limited amount of gameplay I can squeeze in to 1 week, $60 initial purchase is fine, or $15 per month is fine. I can see that. $60 and 15, no, it wouldn't work for me. And to be honest, I'm not a big MMO player. These games require a lot of time to be put into them. Hey, you know, I came from the, what's here? Let me go to the same place where I came from. Or this is a side of the ship I haven't, yep, side of the ship I haven't seen yet. And it looks great. Look at the lighting. This looks nice. The graphics, the textures, it really does look nice. And let's search some barrels, because I need some wine grapes, apparently. And some meal. And some star metal. Because this game has a lot of options for you, including building, you know, manufacturing your own weapons, and just like Skyrim, basically. I won't get into that, into the whole what an Elder Scrolls game has to offer. You know everything about Elder Scrolls already from plenty of other videos online about this game, about the previous games. To be honest, guys, I would recommend you checking out the For Strategy Gaming YouTube channel. Plenty of information on this game over there, and lots of details and gameplay and no, lower end, higher end. And what is this guy doing? Hello, what's your name? Misber. Misber. Let's see what Master Kastan has to say.
If you seek passage, know that this ship has no crew. Our captain is ashore recruiting.
Thundercats, ho!
Mutiny. We saved the ship and those that live fled ashore. This one hopes they have the sense to stay away. If they return, Kazan's claws will taste blood once more. They were not Kazan's crew. They belong to Captain Kalin. Before Master Kazan is but a humble sailor, though others will tell you stories. Some whisper the name Kazan Fiveclaw, terror of the seas. Yeah, these are stories for children. We have better things to do with our time, yes? Some call her the Dune Ripper's daughter, others the Forebear Witch. We, her loyal crew, call her Captain Kalin. She is a master sailor. Though Kazan now, there is a Forebear King and Sentinel now. Faharajat. He has allied himself with the Bretons and Orcs in this Daggerfall Covenant. Kazan fears his apprentice stinks much of Faharajat. Too much. Kazan taught Kalin much, though she is her own woman, strong and proud. Kazan is grateful to help her find her way.
Okay. The atmosphere, guys, like I said, I'm gonna put the sound back up. I think they changed the sound levels from the previous time I played the game. Dialogue volume, I'm gonna up this up. Because I want you guys to hear what the NPCs have to say. The rest, the music. The music is, Skyrim-ish. I don't want to go back into the ship. So, yeah.
Hail.
Port hunting discovered. And I glowed. I leveled up. You have found a quick slot item. Placing potions and other items into your quick slots. Managing quick slots. Selecting Q. Moving the mouse selection. Clicking on it. Press Q to activate. Okay. What shall I place in my quick time? I don't think I have anything there yet. Quick slots. Okay. Slottable items. Q. I'm pressing Q. That's okay, whatever. Quick slot items. Here we go. Okay. Let's see, attribute points, health, magicka, and stamina. Sneak, I'm gonna up my health because I have no idea what's going to happen right now. I don't have a title yet. Commit points. Okay, skill points, 2. Yeah, assassination. Low health, targets. Deals 19 magic damage. That sounds hey dude, your horse is like, yeah. Can I add another point into this? But no, it's shadow cloak. Use player invisibility. Nah, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna go with this. Unlock and then see if I can. I can't. I can't add another point into that. So let's see what else I have available. Weapons, 2-handed, 1-handed and shield. That's what we have right now. Let's go for this. So I've got some skills, and can I change them out? Yeah, I can change them out on the. Let's go for puncture, strife, assassin's blade. This is fantastic. I'm liking this. Very, very editable. Just remember, like in every single RPG, you should clean every single crate you find out, because who knows what goodies might be in there. And this game has, you can make potions, you can make weapons, everything can be useful.
You're not one of Bosek's bloody fists. Lucky for you.
Lady, you need to see a dentist, those teeth look painful. Do I have any quests? I drank something in my quick. Yeah, forgot about that. Journal. Quests. No quests. So what am I doing?
No more excuses, Lambor. Just find them.
Find who? And again, she has the problem with the teeth as well. I mean, I know she's an orc, but that looks
Look
funny.
at the sea spread out, Lambor. Might be just what we need. You interested in some easy money?
Could be.
I have a heist planned, a big one. Anyone who helps is going to be rich. But I need people who aren't local, who aren't in the pocket of Headman Bosek. Still interested?
Just behind her, like in the background, there's some weird magic stuff going on. MMOs. Just that takes me out of the game a little bit, but you know.
This work requires some special talents. You help me recruit the folks I need, you get a cut of the take. So, what do you say? The 3 folks I need are Crafty Larissa, Jakarn, and Naramo. Any or all of them would do. He's a thief, but he's the best there is. He'd be a big help in the heist I have planned. Problem is, he robbed Bosek. Nobody robs Bosek. He's been tossed into the grave under Bosek's palace.
Lady, you are mistaken. He's not the best thief there is. That's Garrett from Thief, the game called Thief, about being a thief.
There's an entrance off the river under the palace. Watch out for traps and the other prisoners. They're all murderers down there, the worst scum on the island. That's the grave. You can leave anytime you want, if you can get out alive.
Yeah. Who runs Trosum Kai?
Bloody Bosek, or Headman Bosek as he calls himself now. He took over the palace years ago, killed the old ruler and took his place.
Okay, so she has like 4 lines of text, and 2 of them are spoken, 2 of them are not. Yeah, I don't know, either speak everything or don't speak everything. This kind of is a bit weird. You're expecting her to say, his thugs, the bloody fists, and she doesn't say that. It kind of, it's a bit strange. I don't know. But anyway, better to have her say something than say nothing, I guess.
Captain Helene, but she's worse than Bosek. Her sea drakes run Saintsport south of here. Biggest band of murderers on the sea. Bosek and Helene tolerate each other. Neither's ready for a war. Yet.
Okay. Let's get to questing. See, everyone's like checking stuff. Maps, books. I'm joking. Should I go here? Captain Colleen's hideout is so clearly marked. It's not a hideout. Let's see. This is the way we have to go. And I'm taking the path that shows you nothing. Silly me. Oh damn, that's shiny. What is that? Very Arabian Nights, Aladdin, and I don't know. Prince of Persia style. Hey, lady, something's wrong with your running. Is that an NPC?
My poor Jakan. I don't want to think about what they're doing to him down there. He's a... Yes, from Westry. How I long to travel there with him. He described it as bright, beautiful, and full of life.
Okay, this is a stupid question. Aren't you worried about ruining your dress? What? Like her husband is being held in a jail, and she's not jail. Damn it. And everyone's asking me to get him out alive from the thing called the grave, the jail, and the dungeon, whatever. And hey, aren't you worried about ruining your dress? Oh God.
It's beneath the palace, and anyone thrown in dies there. Jakan said the guards are brutal, and the other prisoners are worse.
Okay.
Traps, guards, and other prisoners prevent that. Jakan said there are rows and rows of traps, and everyone down there, except for Jakan, is a vicious murderer. No one's ever gotten out. My poor Jakan.
Innocent, is he? He didn't do it, did he? Like every single prisoner ever. Let's
What
ask
kind
this.
of a question is that?
Yes.
My true love
True.
has been cast into a dark pit to die. If I thought I could get past the traps, I would go in after him. I can always buy another dress.
Yep. That doesn't make any sense. I mean, I get it's supposed to be funny, but it's not funny. It's just weird. Okay, so is this a dungeon sort of area, and is it? That fire looks pretty good, but it doesn't burn at all. Weird. Let's see what's here. People are fighting. Hello, gazelle. Okay, nope, not this way. Everyone went this way because of the fire, which is to be expected and makes sense. So now it took. I jumped earlier like 1 meter and it didn't burn me. Right now it burned me. Okay, dude, what are you fighting? Because I want to fight it too. Again, more with burnt crates, and just nobody bothered to search them up until now, or are they generating loot for me as well? Guys, hello, I'm new. What is this? Oh man, I'm missing out on all the fun. Because I'm, searching barrels instead of fighting enemies. That's how epic I am. He's already dead, dude. One gold. I mean, I think maybe they're not willing to give you gold in the beta, but
Hey, you're not a guard. You have to help me. Well, that's perfect. Get me out of here and I'm at your service. You'll find me a man of many talents.
yep.
If I found a handsome guy locked in a cell, I'd free him. Is that really important right now? Sure, I took that gem, but he took it from some poor merchant. Tossed him in here to die. Can't steal from a thief, can you?
Yep, I'll get this guy out.
Get me out of here and I'll owe you.
How do I get the guy out? I guess we'll see that in the next episode, guys. This was a shorter one. Probably gonna post another one the same weekend as this. So stay close to weekendslice.com for more on the Elder Scrolls Online beta. Follow the Twitter feed, the Facebook page. Join us on YouTube as well, where you can subscribe to us if you want to. And see you later.